Gone. All right, we're going to get this thing cranking in just a second. I just want to bring up the recording part here and we'll get going. Thank you so much for joining Spazzing Out, America's podcast. I love the new tag for the podcast. I've been talking about it for the past, 2 weeks now. I might even change the name of the podcast to just America's podcast. But I'm a conceited bastard, so I like to have my own name in it. I like to have Spaz in it, spazzing out, because I am Spaz. I am Anthony Pazziali, also known as Spaz, or Ant, or Paz, but never Tony. So please don't ever call me Tony. If you could, please, right now, if you're listening to the podcast, subscribe to the podcast if you have not. You can get it at any place you get podcasts. Subscribe. If you're watching on Facebook, if you're watching on YouTube, if YouTube's over here, if you're watching on Twitter, click the follow button or the sub button, the subscribe button right now. Share the feeds. So if you're on Facebook, you could share the feed. If you're on Twitter, you can retweet the feed. I don't think you can do it on YouTube. I don't know much about YouTube. I just only recently started growing my following on YouTube. So if you're on YouTube, like it, check it out. Go to anthonypazziali.com and you can find all the places to subscribe. Someone says, "Hey, Tony, I'll kill you," to subscribe to my podcast. So I got a bunch of things that I want to cover today. But first off, right off the bat, dude, I'm tired. I really am. Goddamn. Have I ever mentioned to you guys that I am just not a dog person? I have no problem with dogs. If you want to own a dog, great. If you want to be miserable and add another family member to your life, great. Have at it, man. You get at it. You own a dog. It's on you. I don't want to own a dog. Why? This morning at 3 a.m, I get up to go to the bathroom. I step in dog puke. We got a dog here that's dead. I call her Deady. No one in the family has the balls to put her down. Now, I'd like to put her down, but it's not my dog. She's past her time. She's out. It's like, imagine being 70, 75 years old, right? You're a 75-year-old man and you can't see anything anymore. You're shadow boxing. And by shadow boxing, I mean you walk around and you think you're about to hit something. So the dog's always like, oh. The dog is dead. It's dead. And no one wants to put it down. And I've been begging to put Betty. Betty is absolute blind. I've been begging people. I'm like, please, let's put this dog down. I'm telling you, I'm one I'm one more stepping in piss, puke, or shit in my house to just doing it. But I'm not. Listen, I love my wife. I love my kids. I love her mother. My mother-in-law. And it's their dog. It's not my dog. If it was my dog, I would have put the dog down. But let me be clear. If it were my dog, it wouldn't be my dog because I don't have time to have a dog. Why? Because at 3 a.m, I don't want to pick up dog puke. 3 spots in my house. 3 spots the dog puked. And I had to pick it up at 3 a.m, and then I couldn't go back to sleep. I was up. That was it. Done. I've been up since 3 this morning. No big deal. I used to do it all the time when I worked in radio. I'd be up at 6 a.m. Up at 3. Typically, I'm up at 5. So I was up, aggravated, and whatever. I hit the Peloton, so I went for a bike ride. But when you get home, even when I get home, I got to deal with the dogs again. Right now, Kaylee's not here. My daughter's upstairs. I plopped her little ass in front of the TV. She's watching, Tangled or something like that. No, she's not. What the hell is she watching up there? You know what? I don't care what she's watching, all right? All I know is that the dog wouldn't stop barking. I had to walk the dog before the podcast. Let me just put it like this. Don't get a dog until you're retired. I'm going to retire, and when I do, I'll get a dog. When I was a kid, I had a dog, and I loved my dog. My dog was trained. It didn't go to the bathroom in the house. Absolutely not. I'm one of those people that if my dog pisses in the house, I put its face in the piss, and I'm like, yeah, you don't piss in my house. Plain and simple. I'm also one of those people that don't have a problem putting my dog outside. I'll say, hey, you want to pee in here? Get out. See you. Oh, it's cold outside, isn't it? Tough crap. I loved my dog, but as I got older, I didn't have time for a dog. So I don't have time for a dog right now, so I don't want to deal with a dog, and I'm aggravated that I got to deal with a dog because I couldn't sleep. And there, I got my bitch out. I do like dogs, okay? Dogs are a man's best friend for sure, and you can't even think about America without thinking about a dog. Really, you can't. You think America, you think hot dogs, cheeseburgers. I think cheese pizza, ice cream, apple pie, and you think dogs. I will have a dog when I'm older. I will. But I don't have time for one right now. And I think you're a dickhead if you have a dog and you don't have time to take care of it. It's not fair to the dog. Plain and simple. All right, here are some of the things we're going to talk about today. Because I'm ready to pass out. I want to go to sleep. But we have to talk about rage moms. Have you guys heard about the rage moms? Rage moms are coming. Cyborg technology. I have to talk about it because I love it. I can't wait for cyborg technology. Human machines. We need it. A college in Michigan is going to force students to be tracked. I want to talk about that. California is about to pass a wealth tax, which is the most disgusting thing I've ever heard in my entire life. It is the death of successful people. A wealth tax, like what they're proposing in California, is the death of hard work. It's the death of wanting to be successful. It makes it, hold on, my iPad thing got messed up. And if it's messed up, it doesn't record. It's the death of, these kind of wealth taxes are a huge deterrent to anybody who wants to be successful. It's the death penalty for successful people. Right? We have a death penalty so that people don't kill people. We try to deter people from murdering somebody because we'll kill you. Well, in California, they're about to give successful people, just the word success is going to get murdered. It's getting the death penalty in California. Why would you ever want to be successful if you had to deal with this tax? Speaking of the death penalty, probably going to talk about the 5-year-old that was killed in North Carolina for 2 reasons. One, the mom wants the death penalty. The parents want the death penalty. Yeah, bro, you wouldn't even get that far. I'll save it. Let me get to the topic because you wouldn't get that far. I have a 5-year-old daughter. You wouldn't get. You would forget it, bro. Forget it. Death penalty. I'd be judge, juror, and executioner if that happened to my daughter. I'm done. And you'd be dead. Anyways, we'll get to that. Couple other things, but I don't want to mention them because I don't know if we're going to get to them. Why don't we start with rage moms? Just the term rage mom. I'm like, first off, it's not a bunch of moms that are in a Rage Against the Machine fan club. It's not a bunch of moms that are going to go on a rager, although that would be great. It'd be a man alert if rage moms were a bunch of moms like my mother Liz, and they were going out and they were ripping it up and having a rager. Or if rage moms was like a bar crawl, we're going to have rage moms like, think about that. They're actually pretty good. Imagine that. Some like 35-year-old, 40-year-old moms going on a rager in Boston. Oh man, sign me up for that. My wife will kill me. I mean, I'd never do that. God. But rage mom's not a good term at all. What a rage mom is an angry Democratic woman. An angry liberal woman. These are the rage moms. They're the moms that are pissed, that they're upset that the coronavirus or that their kids, they're upset on both ends. This is what's crazy about it. The rage moms are pissed, 1, that their kids can't go back to school. 2, if their kids, because there's rage moms in different states, if their kids are going back to school, they feel like the school's not doing a good enough job. The rage moms hate Donald Trump. They hate Donald Trump. The rage, you know who the head of the rage moms is? Liz Warren. She is the #1 rage mom. These are these women that think they found their fucking balls or they grew a cock and they're going to try to stick it to the 40-plus-year-old white man. That's it. It's plain and simple. Rage mom equals I don't like middle-aged white men or older that work hard. That's a rage mom. They're coming after you. Beware of the rage moms. It's not like a soccer mom. These are outspoken feminist women that are coming after the white male only. They love the black men. They love them. They probably love their huge. I don't want to go there. Listen, they love the black guys because they feel like they have to defend the black guy. They're there for the lesbian. They're there for the black guy. They're there for the Native American. They're there for the Latino who snuck into our country and is stealing jobs from other people, and they're pissed off about it. And they're calling themselves the rage moms. Bro, I'm already dealing with the rage mom in my life. Listen, I love my wife. I love her. But I already got to deal with rage mom. I got rage mom over I didn't take out the garbage. I got rage mom over I didn't do the dishes. Someone just said false. What false on what? I got rage mom over the fact that I didn't clean up puke this morning. Beware of the rage moms, because they're coming and they're absolutely pissed off at you. Fair warning. Don't ever, this is something I say all the time. Never, ever, 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 ever be alone in a room when you're white and 40 plus with a woman, especially one you don't know, with an African American, especially one you don't know, with a Latino, with a Native American, and do not ever be alone in a room with a rage mom. Ever. Ever. Because you will lose every single time. They could say whatever the hell they want to say. They can accuse you whatever the hell they want to accuse you of, and you will go down. The rage moms are coming. They're not alcoholic drinking moms, which would be great. They're not Rage Against the Machine fans, which would also be cool. They are hard-nosed, die-hard liberal women that want to stomp out anything that is man. They want to stomp it out. Then this dude's saying false, wrong. It's true, 100%. These women, they protest against. They're all for the protests. They get involved in violent protests. When I went to the protest, I had a rage mom, and I'm calling her a rage mom because she was definitely of the age of a mom. She called me a racist just because I was white. And I was actually there just for the purpose of taking in what was going on. I enjoyed the fact that it was a peaceful protest, and this lady was a rage mom. So beware. Rage moms are coming, and we have to listen. There's nothing you can do about it, bro. Good luck. Good luck. You ever tried dealing? I want you to imagine. There's this lady I know, right? Her name's Shelly. Shelly, and she used to babysit me when I was a kid, and then she ended up babysitting my daughter Presley, right? She's from Somerville, Massachusetts. She's like a rage mom. Why is she rage? I want 2 checks. She's all about getting the free handout. And if you try to take that from her, rage. If you try to mess with the black person, rage. And you couldn't mess with this lady. I'd be scared to mess with her. Anthony, what the fuck are you doing? Oh, straight from Somerville, badass bitch, would absolutely fuck anybody up. Hands down. She's like Large Marge. That's who the rage moms are. They're like, tell them Large Marge sent ya. Nuts. Google rage mom. Do your own research. Come up with how you feel about it. Right? My opinion on the rage mom is that they are white, liberal women like Liz Warren that are coming directly after the white 40-plus man. The white 40-plus dude is the most hated man in America. The most hated man in America. If you are white and you are 40, no one likes you. Blacks don't like you. White women don't like you. Gays, lesbians, transgenders, bis, they don't like you. Native Americans don't like you. Foreign people don't like you. Democrats don't like you. They don't like you. And they're coming after you, and the rage moms are leading the way. Whew. Breathe after that one, man. The rage, I think I'm just raging myself because I goddamn dog puke. Let's talk about something that's cool. How about that? Let's take the edge off for a second. I don't know if I had an alcoholic beverage. Honestly, thinking about alcoholic beverages, throw that out there. I might have to start my own rum company. Do you guys see that dude Ryan Reynolds? We all know who Ryan Reynolds is, right? Do I have to like go? He played Deadpool, a million other movies. I was gonna say Van Wilder, but that was like 20 years ago, dude. He's probably Green Lantern, which sucked, but we probably all remember him from Deadpool, right? He just sold his gin company for a ridiculous amount of money, for like $600 million. Now, he's not getting all of that money. It's a double-edged, double-edged sword. It's a double type deal. They're getting 200 and something million up front, and then they can earn up to 600 million if the sales keep going. Oh, that's crazy. A gin company. Who the fuck drinks gin? You know who drinks gin is this dude Hawk. Uncle Hawk, definitely. Uncle Hawk drinks gin. That's for sure, because he's a real American. This dude be up in Maine, Maine or New Hampshire, up in Portsmouth, and he's drinking gin because he's a real man. So they just sold that company for ridiculous money. I'm thinking that I'm going to have to start a rum company. I like rum, so I stick with what, you got to stick with what you like. I also like wine. I do like wine. Okay. I'm not a gin person, Rich. But I do like wine. But I'm thinking about coming up with something, maybe call it America's rum or revolutionary rum, something to tie in with America in the revolutionary period. Because back then, Americans, listen, they used to drink rum. It was the only thing they drank. That's what maybe colonial rum. Maybe that's what I'll call it, colonial rum. And I'll grow the rum company with the podcast. And then by the time the podcast gets big, everybody will be drinking colonial rum. Hold on, my thing's getting all messed up. For those of you that don't know, I record my podcast. It got messed up. It stopped. So hold on 1 sec. We're not going to get pissed off about it. We're just going to move on. Hold on. Podcast delay, technical difficulties. Sorry, everybody. Segment 1. Not yet. All right, podcast peeps. If you were listening to this far, the podcast got cut off. For those of you that don't know, when I record my podcast, I record it on either an iPhone or on a tablet, on an iPad, on Anchor, and I'm recording it on my daughter's iPad, and the iPad shuts off from time to time because we have a time limit on it. And if I don't hit the time limit button, it cuts it off. So the thing got messed up. What we were talking about was rum. And I was thinking that I might want to start a rum company and maybe call it colonial rum or colonial rum, America's rum, rum of America. Ooh, maybe rum of America. Some hashtag rum, something like that. A rum that's made right here in the United States, bottled here in the United States for Americans. Revolutionary rum is what I might do. A little revolutionary rum, have it the 1776 bottle with colonial dudes on it, or, guys with muskets, American flag, the circle with the stars, bro. That stuff will be bomb. Think about that. And if I could grow the rum, right, with the podcast, by the time the podcast gets super popular, everybody will be drinking that rum, and then I could sell it for like $600 million. So I'm gonna have to look into that. Now, I'm not a distiller, so I'm gonna have to find someone to make that crap. But I'm just putting it out there, bro. I'm putting that out there. Revolutionary rum, or colonial rum, or America's rum. It's a good idea. Well, hold on. Let me write that down. Rum. It'll go right up there with the 50,000 businesses that I have. Real estate investment, Take Junk. If you need junk removal, Take Junk. Mattress recycling company, my podcast company. Now let's do rum, bro. We're gonna go crazy. We're gonna make mad loot. All right. I don't know how the hell I got into rum, but I want to get to the next topic, which is cyborg technology, human machines. Before we get into the story, it must be known right here that I am all for cyborg technology. I hope that I live long enough. I'm one of those kooks. I just am. I hope I live long enough to be a cyborg, or to have my consciousness uploaded into a hard drive and I get to live forever. I have no problem with it. As a matter of fact, I want it to happen. I hope to God that I am still around when they could put us into a robot, or when they could half our body is a cyborg and we never die. Ever. The only way we die is if like, we have a power shortage, and what I really want is your consciousness to be backed up to a cloud. So hear me out, okay? Right now, let's just say my brain's a hard drive, but every day my brain uploads, just like your iPhone. So if you got your iPhone hooked up to Wi-Fi, it uploads to the cloud, so that if your phone goes toast, you just get a new iPhone and all your information goes back on. Well, I want that. I want to be able to upload my thoughts, my consciousness constantly to the cloud, and then if I get killed, well, no big deal. They just zip my consciousness into something else, whether it be a robot. Bro, I don't care if they zip it into a fucking dog's ass. I just don't want to die. I think it would be fantastic. So I'm all for cyborg technology. All for it. If the last Terminator, the one that just recently came out, with James Cameron that came back, the chick is half human, half robot. I'm cool with that. If I get to live forever, I'm cool with it. And it's getting closer. Scientists have created a new polymer. I don't know what the hell, man. I'm not gonna try to act like I'm a scientist. Okay, they created some new grease, we'll call it, that goes on the cyber technology that connects to the body. Because here's the big problem that they have, and they need to be able to, stick a computer eyeball in your head and have it connect to your wiring in your brain. And now they've created some new grease that makes the connection good, bro. We're gonna be pot robot, and it's great. And I hope I live long enough. I please, 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 please. I don't want to die before this happens. I have to live forever. I would love nothing more to be a robotic trash can. Honestly, I don't care. I'm all for it. As a matter of fact, I'm so for it that I constantly talk about it with the guys I work with. People get annoyed with it, dude. So here's one of those things. If you're out with me and we're all having a drink and we're eating cheese pizza, and you start talking about the AI crap, you're going to be in for like a miserable night, because that's all I'm going to want to talk about, because I want to live forever. And I don't see why we can't. I think it's fantastic that they're coming along to whereas if you get your arm blown off, it's like Star Wars, bro. Literally. I mean, look, we come to know that Darth Vader was nothing but what? The dude was a head, and the rest of his body was a robot. Think about that. Don't act like you wouldn't want to do it. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, speaking of that, if you want, go back into my catalog of podcasts, which I've done over 100 podcasts, and we've only been doing the podcast for like 4 months, but I do so many of them. We do 5 a night. Go back into my catalog, look up robot sex. I did a 5-minute quick micro content way back when I first started and on robot sex. And I used an interview from this guy that's all about cyber technology, cyborg technology and robot sex. Go check it out. It's pretty cool. All right, let's get out of that. All right, look, since we're talking about technology, why don't we talk about tracking people during time of coronavirus? So a college in Michigan, it's Albion College, right? I never heard of it. I don't really care. It doesn't matter to me. It's in Albion, Michigan. It's a private college, so that's something that I want to point out because that's important for this conversation. They are going to open up. They're going to be open for business in the fall. Their one rule is they're having a bubble-style campus. You can't leave the campus. Once you're on the campus, you're there for the semester. They'll have everything you need on campus, or it can be delivered to the campus. You can't leave campus. If you leave campus, you're gone. Bye. And how are they going to track that? Every student that comes to school has to download their app, and their app does 2 things. It will tell the school where you are at all times, and it's a health monitor. It's kind of like on your iPhone where you could log in your health information with Apple. It's going to do the same thing. And parents, of course, parents are pissed. Parents are BS. Why do you want to track my kid? Why do you need to know where my kid is all the time? This is a violation of privacy. Here's where I stand on this. If you have I just want to, you know what? You're a douchebag. If you have an iPhone, they already know where you are. Every single damn app on your phone, when you download it, says, hey, by downloading this app, you gave us permission to know where the fuck you are all the time. Once you download this app, we are going to track your movement. We know where you are at all times. Every single app says it. Every app. The phone itself, when you first buy your iPhone, when you're going through it, it says it right there. It's like, hey, Apple's tracking your movement. You cool with this? Everybody's cool with it because, like, yeah, man, I want to fucking use Apple. Boop. Done. They're tracking you. Plain and simple. So the fact that you're even bitching about it, why don't you first start bitching about your phone? Why don't you first stop bitching about your iPad, your computer, your iWatch, all the technology you have? Bro, it tracks you. You're a moron to think that it's not, and you're an even bigger moron for thinking that for not knowing. Now, the next thing, this is a private school. It's a private college. I believe that private businesses have the right to do whatever the fuck they want to do. For example, I own a private business. I track my trucks. My trucks have GPSs in them. I want to know where my damn truck is at all times so that I know that my guys are working. And then my guys have apps. We use this thing called House Call Pro. And in the app, I track where you are. It has a GPS in it. Everything is tracked. Private business. College. This college is a private business. They want to make sure that they can be open for business. They want to make sure that everybody on campus is safe. They want to make sure that you're not being a dick and going out to some coronavirus college party, because that's what the college kids are doing. They're all getting together. They're hanging out. They don't care if they spread the disease. And I don't listen. Let me just back that up. I don't care either. You're a college kid and you want to go to a party and you want to get banged up, go for it. You don't really have that big of a chance of getting it anyways, right? What is like 1% of the population have it? So you're going to go to a college party. Maybe you're the one guy that gets it. It's like rolling the dice and not wearing a condom, right? So you might be the one stupid fuck that bangs the chick with herpes and you didn't wear a condom. Fine, you got herpes. You're an idiot. So college kids are going to do what they're going to do, but we want to know. That's it. That's all the college is saying. Say, hey, if your stupid ass kid is at a party and went to a party and a coronavirus outbreak happened, we just want to know that he was there because we want to protect other people. That's all it is. And this isn't a government thing. This isn't like, oh, they're invading our privacy. But again, like I said, your privacy is already been invaded. It's already done. They know where you are. You're just an idiot. If you this is how I feel about it, right? Let's just say I'm an average American, right? That has average American thoughts. I'm not someone that's ever sitting back being like, oh, let me think about overthrowing the government, or, let me think about doing nefarious things. No, all I really think about is spilt milk all day, the things that bother me, like stepping in dog puke. That's it. Can I watch a movie? I watched a good movie last night on Netflix, Project Power with Jamie Foxx. I liked it. A lot of people said it sucked. I thought it was really good, and I highly recommend it. That's the stuff that I care about. So I'm not anybody to worry about. I don't care, man. You could stick a beacon up my ass. I'm not going anywhere. I don't give a crap. Now, I understand that other people want privacy, and I respect that. You're a private citizen, and especially in your own home, I'm very huge on privacy at your house on your own land. You got your own land, you deserve to have privacy. I agree. I'm not disagreeing with that. I 100%, you have private property, and on your private property, you do whatever the hell you want with that land, you do whatever the hell you want with that house, and you do whatever you want in your house. But you're a moron to think that the government doesn't know where you are when you're there. When they want to find you, if they have to, if you're an idiot, if you're a mutant, if you're some kind of donkey that hates this country and they need to take you out, this is conspiracy theory shit, but they're taking you out, bro. I'm sorry. I don't care. You could be driving down the highway in your truck and they could just, finally they've deemed, you're a conspirator. You're trying to overthrow the government. Boom, bro. They're going to hit you with a laser beam. Fucking done. They got satellites. They're tracking you. You're an idiot. I got my iWatch on, bro. They know where you are all the time. Stop it. God, it drives me nuts. It drives me nuts. What you nearly need to be worried about is if you are someone that is a scumbag, yeah, bro, they got you. They got you. They're on you. They have, and they don't need, they turn your phones on. Bro, I have my iPhone right here. The Apple acts like they don't share information, bro. They share information. All right. Here's the point of the story. It's a private college. I am for them. They can track anything. They can do whatever they want. They want to keep people safe. The parents that are bitching about it, don't send your kid to that school. It's real simple. Life is so easy. It's very easy. Life is very, very simple. My son got into Albion College. I don't want my son being tracked. I'm not going to send my kid there. End of story. That's it. It's over. Don't send your kid there. Simple. It's just like wearing a mask, dude. I'm sick of hearing this mask crap. Listen, I don't know if masks work. I don't know if they do work or if they don't work. I don't give a fuck. If I want to go in a 7-Eleven, it's a private business. I got to wear a mask. That's it. Sorry. That's it. And if you don't want to wear a mask, You're not going into a private business 7-Eleven. Plain and simple. Life is so very easy. You don't want to step in dog puke? Don't have a dog. Look at that. America's dad is solving America's problems very easy. You don't want to have voter fraud? Don't have mail-in voting. You don't want to step in dog shit? Don't have a dog. You don't want to drink spoiled milk? Fucking don't drink spoiled milk. Look at the inspection. Oh, look. This is spoiled. Don't drink it. Man, you don't want eggs? Don't cook eggs, bro. Life doesn't get any easier. Any easier. Bro, dude, some guy just asked me if bald dudes get girls. Bro, you should check my list. Why don't you go check out what my wife looks like and take a bounce pad? Ha! Do I get chicks? Get out of here. Ha! Kid. Quee! Quee! Coo! 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 Please, bro. Fucking ass magnet. All right. Plain and simple. Yeah, that's it. We're moving on from that topic. I don't want to get into it anymore. Life is very, very simple. Very simple. At Kaylee Lombardo, you look her up, bro. I'm not here to go hunt my wife down. You go find her. It's spelled Kali. Go look her up yourself. All right. Life is very, very simple. Okay, it's very simple. If you don't like something, don't do the thing you don't like. That's it. So now I'm helping everybody out here in America, in the United States of America. It's very simple. If you don't like America, get out of America. Leave. Bye. See you later. If you like America, well, then stay here in America because it's great. If you like cheese pizza, eat cheese pizza. If you don't like cheese pizza, fuck off. Simple. That's how easy life is. If you want rum, drink rum. If you want ice in your rum, have ice. If you don't want ice, hey, don't put ice in my rum. Simple. I don't know why people bitch and moan about things and why everything is a problem. If you don't want your kid tracked at this college, send him to a different school. Because if your kid's going to this school, he's getting tracked, and if you don't like it, tough shit. Tough shit. All right. Why don't we get to you know what? We have to talk about the death penalty for successful people. The death penalty of hard work. California is about to pass a wealth tax. This wealth tax will be a tax on about 30,000 people that live in California. These are people who make who have already have this kind of wealth, have $30 million plus stashed in their bank accounts, or make that kind of money, right? These are rich ass people. But a tax like this, I want to be clear on this, people. Because we're working class. Ain't no one here. Nobody listening to this podcast is making $30 million a year. And if you are, bro, hit me up, okay? Let's hang out. I don't think anybody listening to the podcast is making that kind of money. If you are, I'm super happy for you. If you plan to someday, you're going to have to work your ass off to get there. And when you get there, I hope to God the wealth tax isn't sitting there to take more of your money. What the wealth tax in California proposes is that they're going to tax the wealthiest people. It's like they're talking about 0.15% of the people that live in California that their net worth is over $30 million, and they're going to tax that shit. They're going, but let me be clear on this. They're going to be taxing money you already got taxed on. So if your net worth is 30 million or more, you're going to get taxed on that loot. And even better, you can't bail out of California because they're passing a law that you're still going to get taxed on that income. I don't even know if that's legal. I have no clue if you can leave a state and the state can still tax you, but for up to 10 years after you left, bro, it's like alimony. That you're going to be paying alimony to California. Basically what they're saying is if you lived in California and within 10 years after you bounce out, you got rich, they're saying that you laid the plans to being rich in California and they're going to tax your ass. Listen, I don't even want to debate the wealth tax and what exactly it means in California. All I could tell you is these kind of taxes are the death of America. America is about the American dream. And what is the American dream? The American dream is all about success, working hard. Let's make it real simple. The American dream is an opportunity that is offered to every single person that lives in this country. Everyone. You could be white, you can be black, you could be Asian, you could be Native American, you could be a fucking cripple. It doesn't matter. All of us have the same opportunity to be successful. We also offer this opportunity to people that come here legally. They come into the United States, they become citizens, they pledge to this country, they become one of us, they assimilate, they get the opportunity. Now, the opportunity isn't, oh, if this guy's a millionaire, I get to be a millionaire. No, the opportunity is the opportunity to become wealthy, to become successful, but you have to put in the hard work. And once you put in the hard work, you shouldn't have to be double taxed for it. Once you put in the hard work, you shouldn't get slammed with a wealth tax. I'll put it in plain, simple terms. I worked my ass off all day, and I made a little bit of money. And I bought a pizza. I bought a nice cheese pizza from my favorite pizza place, Papagino's. And then I got the pizza, and there were fucking 3 slices missing. And I'm like, hey, bro, where's my slices? But I'll kill someone over that. Where's my slices? Where's my pizza? Bro looks at me and says, oh, sorry, man. That's a wealth tax. We get 3 slices of your pizza. Sorry, bro. We had to give it to, and they took my slice, bro. They took my cheese. And they gave it to someone else. They were like, well, you know, we had to give a couple of slices to some unfortunate people, to some poor, unfortunate souls. You know, the poor, unfortunate souls from Ursula's little souls that she sucks the life out of them. They're like, oh, the mutants, the Walking Dead down on Mass Ave. We had to give them a couple slices. We had to give them some of your hot. So wait, excuse me. So I worked my ass off, right? I put myself in a position to be able to buy pizza. And you're telling me that you're going to take from my family's mouth? You're going to take pizza from me? And you're going to give it to somebody else that didn't work as hard as I did? You're just going to pass that out? That's what's happening. That's what the wealth tax is. That's what these kind of taxes are. So why would anybody want to work hard? That's why a wealth tax is the death of the American dream. Why would you want to work if you're going to get penalized for it? Think about that. It's like winning the Super Bowl, right? You just won the Super Bowl. You worked your ass off. Not everybody is as lucky as Tom Brady that gets to win it 3 times and played it. 6 times and played it 9 times. But you know what? Let's just use Tom Brady. Let's just use him. This guy worked his ass off really hard, continuously year after year, wins 6 Super Bowls. But you know what, Tom? We actually got to give 2 of those to somebody else because they haven't won the Browns haven't won a Super Bowl. We got to give one to the Browns. We're going to give one to them. I don't know what other team hasn't. The Cardinals probably haven't won. We're going to give one to the Cardinals. We're going to give one to the Browns. So you're only a 4-time Super Bowl champ. Does that make sense to you guys? We're penalizing successful people. Why would you want to be successful? Why would you want to work hard? Think about it. Why do anything? What's the point? Why do I want to get up every day, work my ass off, so that I can get taxed a wealth tax? Why would I want to be rich? That's the American dream. The American dream is to become wealthy beyond disgusting levels. Become so wealthy that you don't have to do anything. Become so wealthy that, you know what? I can burn 30% of my money. Burn it. Literally, I can set it on fire. Poof. Like that shit, because it's my money and I worked my ass off for it. Think about it like this. Let's just say you're an average American and you're taking your family to Disney for the first time. You're pumped up, man. You're like, yeah, I can finally take my family to Disney. My dad never took me to Disney. My family's never been. This is the first time I'm going to go. I got 2 kids. I'm bringing them. And then you buy the Disney ticket and then Disney says, oh, by the way, you look at it and you say, oh, look, my Disney trip's $5,000. And you look, it's probably more than that. It's $10,000, right? You look at it and you're like, wait, what are these extra charges? And then there's a charge on there that's like, for 5 other park hoppers and 2 other hotel rooms. You're like, what? What's this? You call Disney, you're like, hey, I only got 1 hotel room and I only got 3 park hoppers. What's with the other ones? Oh, well, when you come to Disney now, we charge you for 2 because we got to pay because you were successful enough to get here. We need you to pay for another family that's not successful enough to come. Yeah, you got to take care of them as well. See what I'm saying? No one would want to work hard. No, you know what? We got a guy on here right now that's actually right. Rome, the author, right? Where's this damn book, man? Hold on. You know what? My iPad's on your book, brother. Sorry, everybody. All right. So, anyways, J.E. Rome, he's got a book. It's called fuck. It's like Tapped but Rooted, man. Tapped yet rooted. I'd show you the book, but my iPad's sitting on it. Sorry, brother. That's terrible. Your fucking book has become a paperweight. That's awful. It's the worst thing. Sorry, I didn't mean to make it like that. But anyways, listen, Rome, right? This dude works his ass off to write a book. Okay, he works his balls off, writes a book, and let's say the book becomes wildly successful. And it's his life. The book is about his life. The shit that he went through, the trauma, the garbage, and it's all written in poetry form. It's pretty good. You should check it out. As a matter of fact, you should buy the fucking book. I bought one. It's just $25. Support the dude. But look, it's a story about his life that he put into words. And like nobody else could do. No one else could write the book the way he wrote it. No one else lived his life. And literally, the whole book is written in I don't know, haiku. I call it poetry, but it might be haiku. I don't know. But it's pretty good and it's very compelling. And what? So every book he sells, is he supposed to, like, for every 3 books he sells, what the money goes to somebody else? And this guy's blood, sweat, and tears, months, years, weeks, days, hours, writing this book about his life, his experiences in life, not somebody else's experiences in life. You know, you know what? What was he supposed to write a chapter about somebody else in his book? Was he supposed to? Oh wait, I got this book about my life, but I got to have a chapter about somebody else's life in my book. I got to do something for somebody else if I'm going to be successful, and I'm going to write a book. Get what I'm saying? It's garbage. So anytime. I will never, ever, 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 ever be in favor of any type of tax on the wealthy that's unfair and unjust. I'm one of those. I believe there should be a flat tax. I think everybody should get taxed the same amount of money. I don't know what the number is. Maybe it's 20% of your income. Maybe it's 15% of your income. Everybody should get taxed the same. I don't think that wealthy people should be taxed more than people that don't want to work hard enough to become wealthy, because that's how I see it. I don't want to hear excuses. I don't hear people bitching and moaning about, I didn't have the same opportunity as you. Yep. Yes, you did, bro. Yep. My mom was a goddamn alcoholic druggie, bro. I should have been a nothing. My dad was an immigrant to this country. He should have been nothing. But he worked hard to give me a good life, and now I have a good life. And listen, my life wasn't good. I was poor. You know, like, dude, come on, man. Come on. Now, I wasn't the poorest kid on the damn block, but I'll tell you what, there were plenty of nights where I didn't eat something. No big deal. I don't care. I wrestled anyway, so it was probably better for me. The point of the matter is, when we're all born, we all have the same opportunity, because there are plenty rich kids that don't make it. There are plenty kids that are born into the silver spoon society, and they don't make it because they're weak. They end up killing themselves because they're fucking weak. So I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to tax the wealthy because I plan on being wealthy. I plan on working hard enough and creating something that's going to give me massive amounts of wealth, whether it's my real estate investment, whether it's take junk, whether it's colonial rum or revolutionary rum, whatever the hell we call it, whether it's America's podcast. One of these things is going to make me wealthy, and you're not taking my money. I worked my ass off for it. Wealth taxes are the death of the American dream. Simple. All right. I think we have to wrap it up after that, huh? What else do we got? Hold on. We can save that crap for tomorrow. You know what? Let's talk about this 5-year-old real quick, okay? I was mentioning death-year-olds. All right, so story in the news, I think everybody's heard it so far. If you haven't, there was a 5-year-old in North Carolina that was riding his bike and got shot in the head by his neighbor. Now, we don't know all the details as to why this guy did it. And as a matter of fact, I don't want to say that he did it because he's only being accused. He hasn't been convicted. There hasn't been a trial. But they have pretty good evidence, allegedly, that this guy has committed the crime. And the mom and the dad want the death penalty for the kid. They want death penalty for the kid. Not for the guy. The guy is 25 years old, okay? So there's two things going on with this story that are pissing people off. And I'll give you my sides on this before we wrap it up. First side of it, we'll go with the protest side. This is like a not. I bet you there's people right now listening to the podcast that don't even know about this. That don't even know about this story. I want you to think about that for a second, okay? A cop kills. Listen, I hate when I get into this conversation because it makes people think that they're always like, "Oh, you're a racist." I'm not a racist. I'm just trying to point something out. A cop kills an African American, and it sparks protests that are still going on months later. Yet a 5-year-old boy gets shot in the head riding his bike, and no one gives a shit. And nobody talks about it. And it's a nothing story that will be gone. There will be no protests. The rage moms aren't coming out to protest violence against youths. It's the most disgusting. It's the most disgusting thing, period. To kill a child. To kill a child. To shoot a child in the head. A child. My daughter's 5 years old, man. My daughter is 5. Imagine this. Your daughter is out on a bike. This was a boy, but my daughter's out on a bike. I got a bike. She got a Bobby bike. She's out on her Bobby bike. And some dude walks by and puts a bullet in her head. And these people want the death penalty? Listen, now I'm going to rip on the parents because the parents want the death penalty. Oh, you want the death penalty, do you? Do you? Listen, I'm so sorry. I'm very sorry for your loss. I can't imagine what it was like to lose a child. I can't. I hope I never have to. I hope that I'm dead and gone, unless I'm a cyborg. I hope I'm dead and gone, but if for some way I could be a cyborg, I'll outlive my kids. I'd be cool with that. But I hope to God I'm not alive to see my kids die. I don't want to be here for that. I don't want to see my kid or one of my grandchildren if I ever have one. I don't want to see that. But I could tell you this to the parents in North Carolina that you want the death penalty. Is this a fucking joke? Are you kidding me? Really? I'd kill the guy right now. I'd grow a set of balls at your kid. I'm not even trying to be a dick. I'm serious. Fuck justice. You kill him. Kill him. They killed your kid. He's 5 years old. You kill him. So you touch my daughter, I kill you. That's it. I go to jail for the rest of my life. I go to the judge and I say, yep, I did it. I'll film it. I'll do it live on my goddamn podcast. And it'll be Spaz'n Out America's podcast as I kill some dude because he killed my kid. I don't care. They'll use this in court against me. Here, use this. I give you permission to use this in testimony in court against me when I kill you if you hurt my daughter. Simple. You kill my fucking kid, I kill you. There is no, let me get the death penalty. Nope. Hell no. There is absolutely we don't have time for death penalty. You're dead. I'll Jack Ruby your ass coming out of the jail. Plain and simple. I don't care if I die. If you kill my kid, I'm fucking coming for you. I will get into the prison. I will kill someone so that I can get put in prison next to you so that I can kill you. Plain and simple. I feel terrible, awful for the family that lost their son. I do. And I don't mean to yell and rage at them again. I don't mean to sound like a rage mom to these people. I can't imagine what it must be like. I can't imagine the kind of resolve you have to sit back and deal with that. And just, you got to be in your head just thinking about your kid and the scumbag shooting your 5-year-old baby. It just drives me absolutely bonkers. I got spit on my face, man. It drives me nuts. But I know in my heart of heart that I couldn't do it. I'm telling you right now, I could not do it. I couldn't, and I won't. I'll go to jail. I don't care. I literally. Let me ask you this. This is how you know, right? This is like something. It's a straight up question, right? This is something like my dad would ask me when I was a kid. What would you do? This is my father would say. What would you do? What would you do if someone spit in your mom's face? This is like a question. This is straight Stan Paziali. What would you do if someone spit in your mom's face? You got about 2 seconds to answer, or my father would whip your ass. Plain and simple, the answer is I'd beat the fuck out of the guy. Plain and simple. That's the answer. Not, it depends on the situation. Not, maybe the guy was having a bad day. Nope. Grow some balls. You beat the shit out of the guy. I remember as a kid, my father kicked my ass for not my brother Stan was at the pool, or Green Street Pool in Woburn, Massachusetts, and these kids, now I'm the fucking younger brother, and these dudes, they rode my brother's bike into the pool. Well, they didn't ride, they threw it into the pool, right? I'm there, I watched it happen. I didn't do anything about it. I'm like 10 years old, right? My brother stands all upset. He's probably 11 or 12 or something like that. We go home, and my brother beats me home because he ran home. I get home. I open up the door, and my dad's got that look on his face like he's gonna kill someone. And I'm like, oh yeah, it's on. My father's gonna go down there. He's gonna kill him. Bro, my dad beat the shit out of me. And you know why? He's like, what? You didn't do anything? He's like, you let these kids put this thing in you. You let them attack your brother, and you did nothing? That's what I'm talking about. My father went nuts, whipped my ass that day. Let me know straight up. No bitches in this family. If something happens and you sit back and let it happen, I'm going to kick your ass for doing it. I don't care. And he did. He beat my ass for it, and never again did anybody in my family, my brothers, if anybody fucked with my brothers, I was involved. That's it. Same thing with my brother Mike. Same thing with my brother Jesse. All of us. That's it. Plain and simple. Someone disrespects your mom, right? They spit in her face, you punch them. Now, I'm 40 years old. Am I going to be getting a beast like that? Probably not. But I'll tell you what, if you ever spit in my fucking wife's face, dude, I'll rip your face off. I'm a pussy. Bro, I'll hit you with a fucking shovel. I know, real tough guy. I sound like a real tough guy, behind the screen, but I'm just trying to make a point. There are things that you can let go, and there are things you can't let go, right? Words are just words, man. You want to say something stupid? Go ahead. Say something stupid. But you want to hurt a 5-year-old? You want to put a bullet in a 5-year-old's head? I'll kill you. I'll beat you to death. If I was there, anybody would. So I feel bad for these people. Yeah, that's it. I got my piece on it. It drives me nuts. My kids are my life. I honestly, I love my daughter. Obviously I love my son, but my daughter is everything to me. I love her more than anybody in this world. I honestly never thought I'd ever love someone more than I love myself. Bro, I love myself. There's a fucking poster of myself behind myself. I love me. I love my daughter more than I love me. And it's tough for me. It is, because I have to be number one, because if I'm not number one, then I can't be there for you. If I'm not right in the head, I can't be there. I love her so much. And if anything ever happened to my baby, there's nothing you could do to stop me. You would have to kill me. You would have to, that's it. You would have to kill me. They should play this for future boyfriends for her. You'd have to kill me. I'm telling you, bro, I'll blow up your parents' house. Of course, Kaylee's calling me while I'm doing the podcast. Of course. Let's see if we can get back on track. All right. We're going to have to wrap this up because my wife is calling, and I'm probably over the time limit anyways. Thank you so much for listening to Spaz'n Out. I appreciate it. Subscribe to the podcast. This is America's podcast. This podcast is your podcast. I do the podcast for you guys. Hopefully someday I'll make some money out of it. That'd be damn great. But we're here to entertain you, to talk about the topics that you care about, and to make sure that the American dream and everything American still is alive and well, and will continue to be alive and well. Thank you so much for listening to the podcast. What's that? Yeah, man, Rome, I'm sorry. It's fucking garbage. Oh, it's garbage. All right, YouTube peeps, I got to scoot. Thank you. Rome, listen, I'm going to be in touch with you because I'm going to try to, I think we'll do a special podcast. Like we'll do it on record it on a Saturday and have it air separately, because the last time I had a guest on, I don't know if you were listening or not, but it sounded like shit. And it just,